Hi everybody, welcome back. It is Sunday, December the 27th, and it was only a little while ago that I uploaded the last video, but it seems like Meghan is not giving her staff much time off, and the puff pieces are coming fast and furious. So, Meghan and Harry, Megxit Extension Request, and Meghan wants to pen a novel. Disclaimer, full disclaimer can be found in the description. This channel's for entertainment and all information is found on a public domain. And I want to thank you all for watching. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, let's get started. Daily Mail reports Harry and Meghan want a 12-month extension to Megxit deal that would see them keep their royal patronages, I have a hard time saying that, beyond March 31st deadline, and could head back to the UK to seal the deal in person. I don't believe they're going back. And if they do, I don't think Meghan will go back with Harry. So let's continue on reading. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle want a 12-month extension for the Megxit deal that would see them keep their charities and help and head back to the UK to seal the deal in person. The couple, who stepped back as senior royals in January, are hoping to agree on a more permanent deal. Well, what deal is there? Yeah, you wanted a 1 year to have a chance to come back. It should be over. You want to stay there? Stay. We're hoping for a more permanent deal to ensure that they can continue to be non-working royals while keeping their patronages. And I think that was just for the 1 year. So, and they need to be removed from as president and vice president as the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. The move comes as the couple secured commercial gigs with Netflix, Spotify in recent months, a factor which was looked over meticulously by royal aides as their 12-month review date looms. Now, we heard in recent pieces that they didn't check with the Queen before they went ahead and signed the agreement. Same way with Spotify, that they signed first. Gave their apologies later. So maybe they're trying to put it out there that she's following the rules because Meghan wants us to think that she's following everything and doing what the Queen wants her to do by checking with them first. So I think this is just a cover-up for that. As part of the negotiations, they will speak to senior royals on video call. Head of Prince Harry, who may be joined by wife Meghan, returning to the UK to speak face-to-face with aides and family. They're not coming back. They'll be back probably for Diana's birthday in July and for the memorial unveiling that for her. It has been claimed the couple would like to return in time for the Queen's 95th birthday and the Duke of Edinburgh's 100th birthdays. They could care less about him, or we know Meghan could care less. That's just to try to make her seem like she's got a good heart and that she cares. Because we know she doesn't. It's reported that Harry plans to return, hash out all the details with the senior royals, and is also keen to attend the Queen and Prince Philip's birthday. So, I don't think that the agreement should go past March 31st. They were given a year. That was the deadline. Let the deadline stick. Who cares if they go back in July for that, for Diana's thing, but don't extend it for those few months and say, oh, well, we just wanted to talk to you in person. No, they just want to continue to ask for things, and they want you to give it to them. And if they come back and see Charles in person, he may not be able to be, give tough love as a parent. So it's up to you, Her Majesty, and perhaps your husband, Prince Philip. The latest discussions are said to be less confrontational than those held at Sandringham in January when the Megxit deal was forged, giving them a grace period in case they wanted to return, which expires in March 31st. The Sun on Sunday reports that the couple's lucrative £100 million Netflix and £30 million Spotify deals will be assessed to make sure they're keeping in with the values. This has got to be Meghan's people putting this out. This isn't from the palace. Royal biographer Andrew Morton claimed that if coronavirus restrictions allow that they would like to return to Britain. I don't think they've talked to Andrew Morton for the Queen's and Prince Philip's birthday. Yeah, and for the statue of Princess Diana on July the 1st. I just don't believe that. Although they will do it, some of it by Zoom. Harry wants to meet face-to-face to tie it all up, said Mr. Morton. And things seem to have calmed down. It says Harry's been in contact with the Queen more often than you would think. See, this is Meghan's PR people putting this out. But certain things need to be there in person to sort out. Yeah, he wants to ask for other things. He wants to get in front of his grandmother and keep their titles and keep a few other things because he doesn't want to be completely cut off. But we all know Meghan needs to be related to part of the royal family in order to get the deals and continue to get the deals that they've been receiving, because if not, they're not going to get that kind of money, and I don't think they're going to get those deals. And if Harry does leave her, which something inside me just says that something inside of me says that there is a chance that that's going to happen. And even though we know that he's crazy about her and he seems to be under a spell, I just think that some of this stuff might be weighing on Harry's mind a little bit, or at least not wanting to be completely cut off. Or that could be Meghan just putting this out to act like they still want to be part of the family. All right. So, however, sources last night described the latest Megxit extension of reports as rubbish, and one said that the review period was inserted in case, and sorry, that's my little dog because he has the congestive heart failure, and I'm going to get his drops. So the review period was inserted in case Harry and Meghan wish to return as working royals. But they have made it clear that they want to live an independent life. Another said Harry and Meghan are happier than they've ever been. So why should they want to return? And in the wake of the royal departure, some people also claimed that the couple should be replaced as the president and vice president of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. So in response to the organization, said that they are as committed as ever. Harry was also said to have fallen out with his brother William, with the pair not speaking for months after the deal was agreed upon. But in recent months, it says that relations between the couple and the rest of the royal families have said to have thawed. I don't believe that at all. I don't know what you guys tell me if you guys think that that's true, but that's just my opinion. It says Harry and Meghan sending presents to Prince William and his family. Yeah, what was that? I hate to think what she sent him this year. If they even sent him anything, that's just to make him look good. She knows that time's running out. She wasn't thinking about being kind or sending any presents to the kids for their birthdays or anything back when she was saying all this negative press and talking about how she was mistreated, and that was the reason for them leaving, and all the things that she did when talking about voting, talking about elections, getting involved in politics. So she wasn't too concerned about it then. And these were some of the comments on the Daily Mail's article. I don't know about you all, but every time I see this hapless vision is in tandem with Kardashian and celeb tripe, especially now, I toss my cookies and swear I shall never visit this site again. Kangela says, just an excuse to have TV cameras follow them on a trip back and film the drama of meetups. Yeah, maybe that's for that fly on the wall documentary, and they want to get some, pictures of them with the royal family or in some of the royal residences or palaces. Chapper says, no chance. You've made your bed. Kidding says that better bring a huge entourage of protection people with them, as most of us would like to take any opportunity to vent our anger. Albert BB says, if they get an extension, I am not back the royals again. Wrong that they make money from their titles. I love the Queen, but they can't keep their titles. Harry is not royal and should not have a title. Nikki says they only want to have an extension because they know that if they fully step out of line in the royal sphere, that they will lose their titles and all of the trappings that come with it. At the moment, they are able to milk that status for its financial worth for their own commercial purposes, but they have no desire to apply themselves selfishly to causes as the other royals do. I hope that the Queen sees sense and ends this one-sided arrangement as soon as possible, as the Markles are only in this for the cash and the self-promotion and nothing more. Good comments. Anon says, you have been biting the hand that feeds you for far too long, and it is. I hope that the Queen is strong enough to say a big fat no. Claire says their patronages should be distributed among the working royals who actually live in the country and can do some good for these charities. Yeah, what are they going to do just on Zoom calls? And I don't think they give them a lot of support anyway. It says H&M only want to keep them to make themselves look good and still part of the family. They're not working royals. Fred Carno says pull their passports. Jaded Politics says they're never going back. Everyone knows it. But they want a year extension? ? Their demands are always outrageous. Cut them off. Take away their patronages, Commonwealth trust, positions, and titles, and wrap this up. And you would have to be very gullible indeed to believe they would return for his grandparents' birthdays. They can't come back for Christmas or come back when, his Prince Philip was not doing well. Then they're definitely not going to come back. They haven't been there for 2 Christmases now. Millicent PC says, I am sure that they are welcome to join birthday celebrations of their grandparents without titles or being working royals. So why would they need another year? They aren't given any impression whatsoever that they intend to return, and wasn't that an open door for them to do so? It is now time to place a full stop. So that they can go forward in their private lives that they have chosen. Why do they need another year? It certainly isn't so that they can return. More likely, it is so they can keep their titles and the patronages and act like the king and queen of Hollywood's Americas. Supergirl 111 says, so much for wanting to leave the royal family. Ample Fourth James, they want an extension because they're losing their luster in the U.S. public. No one cares about the two of you except your fake Hollywood friends. Why would you invite George Clooney to your wedding when you didn't even know him, and you don't invite your own father? People don't forget. Spinner says, can keep their titles. Sell it at a price of $50 million. So, the next thing that we hear, oh goodness, Daily Mail is reporting today that talk of the town, Meghan Markle plans to follow in the footsteps of Prince Charles and pen her first novel. Oh yeah, she's actress, campaigner, philanthropist, podcaster, television producer. Oh yeah, right. Excuse me. Royal trailblazer. Is there anything that Meghan Markle can't do? Now word reaches me that she appears to be planning to follow in the footsteps of Prince Charles and Sarah Ferguson by trying her hand at fiction writing. Meghan has moved to secure legal protection that will allow her to pen novels via Archewell, the foundation she set up with Prince Harry. All right, so let me ask you this, and somebody out there will know the answer to this. If that's a charitable foundation, and she wants to get the trademark to being able to write these pen novels and have the money go into Archewell, and she wants to act like she's going to be giving it out to charity, she only has to give 5%, right? And also, if it goes directly into the foundation, she shouldn't have to pay taxes on any monies that she makes from it, right? So is this just a way to avoid them paying taxes on income that she may make from writing? And that's why they want to trademark all these things like clothing and writing books and educational materials so that everything can go under their foundation. Isn't that like, a past president and his wife have done? So could we see Thomas to rival Fergie's Budgie, the little helicopter, or Charles, the old man of Lochnagar. Lawyers in the U.S. are just poring over the couple's application to trademark the good cause, which they named after their son, Archie. One cause that they are trying to secure in the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office seeks the right to pen fiction and nonfiction books on a variety of topics under the Archewell brand, as well as produce general feature magazines and printed periodicals. So I guess the podcast will be put under that too. Just doesn't seem like that would all be legal and above board, but I'm sure they've got some of the most expensive people working on that. My source tells Meghan has some experience as a writer and used to have a popular blog called The Tick before she met Harry that covered health, travel, food, and fashion. I think she only had, about 3,000 followers or something. I don't think it was very many until word broke that, that she was dating Harry. And the other thing, didn't we get to see things that she had written or appeared to have written in Finding Freedom when she describes the color of the birds, when she's doing the perfect warrior pose, yoga, when she's, on a trip with Harry. And, and it was all like her speeches. It was more like a word salad, just kind of discombobulated and didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was just a strange way of writing. So we've seen that over and over and heard it because she kind of regurgitates a lot of that stuff in speeches that she's made at different events. And we know that she's written her own speeches because they all pretty much sound alike. So anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, comments are posted on a slight delay. And but I want to know what you all think. I don't know why, but for some reason, as much as I know Harry is just brainwashed with her, maybe this last stunt, because I just don't believe that she was pregnant. And I know she's doing everything she can to hang on to him because, let's face it, she doesn't have to hang on to his arms and do the public display of affections the way she did before because she's not trying to win over the people of the UK. And, it's all about her now. So is Harry fed up with it? I just don't know. Is he missing his family? This being the second year that he's not able to see them. What's he going to do if, for some reason, one of his grandparents passes away or someone else? If his brother's sick, I just don't get it. And I really just don't think that Meghan will ever go back. And I'm afraid that she would never take Archie, even if there is an Archie that's not in her possession. I think she's afraid that, afraid to do that. I don't think he'll ever go back. But anyway, I'll be back with you guys if I see something else in the breaking news. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll be back with you soon. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Oh, if you like it, don't forget to like and leave those comments. And if you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. Okay, thanks a lot.